Hello everybody and welcome back to Grand Theft Auto Online. My name is Jega107. I am your gaming ninja. Sitting here in my house watching some TV. But enough of that. There has been a massive update to the game. The Doomsday Heist. And along with it has come lots of new content. New property that you can buy referred to as facilities, as in government facilities. They're essentially declassified government facilities. Something kind of similar to the underground bunker, although more advanced and more high-tech, I suppose you could say. Yeah. There's new clothes, there's new mask things. For example, I have changed my combat gear to have this new helmet that I got. It's referred to as a ballistic helmet. And no, just go to style, accessories. You can even turn on night vision with it, which means it's a lot more, how to put it. You can also buy masks that have night vision goggles, but they stick out a foot past your face. So, since this don't have shit that sticks out a foot past your face, this is more compact, more subtle, I guess you could say. And you still get the effects of the night vision. Although, I don't see how that could really be all that helpful. I mean, we already have, like, you know, guns that have flashlights on them, so. I don't know. I suppose the night vision wouldn't give away your position. Okay. Now, another thing that they've added with this new update is they've added new vehicles. Lots of new vehicles. And most of those vehicles aren't even available yet, because the way Rockstar likes to do it, one of the most moronic things about them is instead of just releasing all the vehicles at once at the same time, they do this idiotic drip feed thing where they release one vehicle a week for literally months after the release of the fucking content. So I can show you a few of the new vehicles. Just there's new stuff at Warstock. Once again, I called it. Well, I don't know if I really called it, but they added the Deluxo to the game. Now, when in my One Ideas video for GTA Online, I wasn't requesting them to do anything quite as grandiose with it. As you can see, that price and the picture here, yes, the thing fucking flies. Literally. You can change it to hover mode and it will fly like a plane. It even has little wings that you can see here. And not only that, I believe it also has machine guns, or at least I'm not sure if it comes with it by default, but you can upgrade the car with, I think, machine guns and missiles that you can shoot from the thing. I think you can get those upgrades through the Mobile Operations Center, if you have one of those. Oh yes, the thruster, they finally added the damn jetpack into the game as well as this new tank called the Khanjali, TM-02 Khanjali. I believe this is the tank that has the rail gun. Yeah, this thing is a rail gun, I believe. I'm not sure. The Stromberg is an aquatic. It's basically a submarine car, which is interesting. Yeah. And then there's this RCV thing, which I'm not even really sure what it is, but apparently it's a piece of crap, according to some other YouTubers who have already bought it. There's the Akula attack helicopter, which has a stealth mode function, which basically removes you from the radar, which is quite cool. The Chernobog is a mobile... how to put it? This black thing on the back that you see here, it's a missile launcher. It's a mobile missile launcher. So you can drive this thing around, and then you have to park it, and it doesn't require a second person, but if you have a second person in the rocket launcher part, they can then move the thing around and actually aim and fire missiles. There's this new barrage thing, which is an off-road sort of almost like a trophy truck looking vehicle, but it's got machine guns on it. And there's this volatile fighter jet sort of thing. And then we're getting into Smuggler's Run stuff, which is old. The Vigilante, the Batmobile. I don't know if I've mentioned that before, but yeah, that's basically the Batmobile. Got all these other planes, and then this Ardent was another car that was supposed to be an aquatic sort of submarine car. The Mobile Operations Center, and they've added this other thing called the Avenger, which is basically the flying helicopter version of the Mobile Operations Center. And just all these new vehicles that they've added, and this is just into Warstock. I mean, we've also got new stuff under Southern San Andreas Super Autos. Here's another thing. You may remember I think it was my first ideas for GTA Online, I asked them to add the Rancher that was in GTA 4, which was a short, stubby little two-door pickup truck. It's essentially the old Ford Bronco from like the 90s, the early 90s. Well, they didn't bother adding that, but what they did add is this. The Vapid Riata, or Riata, I'm not sure how it's pronounced, but if you can't tell just by looking at it, this is based off of the concept for the new Ford Bronco that Ford has been working on for a little while. No idea when it's going to be released, but this thing looks like the new Ford Bronco. And I've already bought one. And I'm actually going to be summoning it for what we're going to be doing. I decided to buy one of these kind of in honor of that other idiot. He was supposed to have the Rancher, the old Bronco, but since they're not adding that to the game, I figured I'd get one of these, painted up in his colors, and customize it. The only reason I'm saying in honor is because he's gone. I've been going to therapy and seeing a therapist and taking the medication that he's been prescribing me. So, yeah, that guy's gone, and in honor of his idiotic memory, I decided to get the truck. I still have all of his old vehicles as well, and I haven't bothered to change any of them because it would just be a waste of money in game. But this truck also looks fun. You might notice this little LED light bar up top. It actually works. So when you turn on the brights, this thing comes on, and these two little lights in the center of the grill also come on with that. Yeah. So there's that. They also added this new Declasse Yosemite, which is like a lowrider truck. I'm not too interested in it. It just doesn't thrill me. There's also a lot more vehicles that they will be adding to the game. As I said, the drip feed content. There's going to be a couple that I am going to be interested in. One of the cars I didn't actually mention in my Ideas for GTA Online videos, but one that I did want is called the Hermes, which was in GTA Vice City. And there was a variant of it known as the Cuban Hermes, which had this cool flame job on it, and it belonged to the Cuban gang in the game. And they are actually adding that car into this game, and that's going to be cool. And it looks pretty much exactly like it did in Vice City. It's like an old 50s or early 60s model Mercury coupe. I don't know the exact car model, but it's an old Mercury. Really cool looking. It's very low rider. The car is listed as a muscle car, so that's good. There's also going to be... They added a vehicle, or they're going to be adding a vehicle that looks very similar to the Hot Knife. Also kind of like the Frankenstein, how it has this old retro hot rod, rat rod sort of look to it. Kind of like the Bravado Rat Truck. It kind of has a similar front end to that. But yeah, I don't remember the name of that car, but that'll be another one that'll be coming out. I'm going to have to give that one a try. And they've also added some stuff under Legendary. A new version of the Comet, known as the Safari. Ocelot Pariah sports car. Ubermacht SC1, which is a new... It's based off of a new BMW, like, supercar that they've made. The Coil Cyclone was actually part of Smuggler's Run. And then the Coil Raiden, or Raiden, I'm not sure how it's pronounced. And then we go into the older stuff that they've already done. There's going to be more stuff of that being added. All these other things. Oh. But one of the things that I am really interested in is just announced today, I think. It's Friday, December 15th.
You need some, huh? One of your rides? Let me know.
Yes, as I said, I already have the Riata, or Riata, however it's pronounced. But one thing that they just announced today is that they're doing this little treasure hunt where you can find this golden double-action revolver. It's supposed to tie in with Red Dead Redemption 2. And yes, I already have this thing customized a bit. I've got rims on it, body stuff, bull bars front and back. I got the paint done, lowered the suspension. I got my clan logo on there. Yeah, it's a big, tall truck. I like this thing. I have the music muted, so that's nice. Right. This treasure hunt. They send you an email. Find and navigate the clue to reveal the location of the treasure. Yes. So they send you these pictures on your phone. That looks like the pier down there by the beach. So... okay, it's not going to be cooperative. But yeah, it's somewhere down here. But it's down at the pier, which would be this. So I'm going to set my GPS. Yeah. This thing has about the same engine sound as the trophy truck. Sounds good. And that actually makes sense because the trophy truck is also made by Vapid, which means they're both basically Fords. Brakes don't work so good though, and I haven't bought the brakes. That's actually one thing I'm gonna bitch about because I looked at how much performance upgrading the brakes would actually add, and it barely adds any, even for the max level, which is just absolute dog shit. I don't know what Rockstar's thing is with not giving vehicles good brakes, or not even letting you upgrade them. Once again, I really feel like they ought to change the upgrade system where they should stack, and that way you get more and more performance out of them by buying all of them in sequence. And I'm sure Rockstar would love that one, because once again, that means people have to spend more money. Speaking of, they actually added something that you can actually buy for the game. Something you can probably get in like the PlayStation Store or the Xbox Live Marketplace. Something about a Criminal Enterprise starter pack. I don't know what all it includes, but I think it's like 30 or 40 bucks, and you get over $1 million in-game money. You get, I believe you get, it probably gives you the CEO office and some other things. That's just really silly. You are nearing the location pictured in the email. Search the area to find the treasure. Well, it looked like the pier. So we're at the pier. Or no, it was actually down, more down towards, yes, down towards here. Yeah, so it's probably going to be underneath the pier. Yes. Okay, well, let's just go ahead and get out of our truck here real quick. There's nothing by this rock. It's probably just somewhere underneath the damn pier. Let me see something. I have... Where's the flashlight? There's the flashlight. There we go. That doesn't really work anywhere near as well as I thought it would. What was that over there? I thought I saw something. Search the area to find the treasure. Yeah. No, there's nothing over here. Yes, but anyways, as I mentioned, you follow these clues, and you end up finding a golden double action revolver. And you can, it's a new weapon that you get, and that's not even the good part, really. I mean, yeah, cool having a new weapon and all, that's great. But the cool thing about it is, you then take this revolver and you get 50 headshots with it. And apparently it doesn't matter whether they are player headshots or NPCs. In other words, you could just go around shooting pedestrians with it. You have to get 50, and then you are rewarded with $250,000 in-game, of course. And doing that challenge, the 50 headshots, also, I think you're also supposed to get that for Red Dead Redemption 2. So, I don't know. Is it even underneath here, or am I completely in the wrong? I would think it would have to be. You know what? I think I'm looking completely in the wrong place. The first thing is supposed to be a piece of paper nailed to a wall or whatever. And the piece of paper just has this little... It's basically somebody taunting you. And then that sends you to 3 other locations where you have to get those clues. And once you get those, and then it sends you to the final destination of where you will actually find the gun. So I'm probably was looking at the wrong thing. I should be looking at these pillars. Those are support pillars for the pier, I would guess. One of them's bound to have the damn note nailed to it or something. There's a game about the Slender Man. Oh, it's probably just called Slender Man something or other. Where you're wandering around in this forest looking for shit. And every now and then he pops up and basically kills you. Nearing the location. You're gonna have to bear with me. Even with the glasses, my vision still isn't all that great. Not actually just nailed to a wall, is it? How come you never got back to me about that thing? That thing? Did you get that thing I sent you? Sounds like I'm walking in the water, but I'm clearly on the beach. The water's over there. I'm not gonna have to go out into the water, am I? This is probably gonna take longer than I thought it would. I'm just looking for a goddamn piece of paper nailed to something. A wall, a pillar, whatever. Just... I'm nearing the area. Yeah, am I? Because it doesn't really seem like I am. Fuck's sake. Oh, right, you know, I should probably bring up comments. There's nobody watching, and probably nobody will end up watching, but... just to be on the safe side, I may as well have comments up in case somebody decides to come in. Ah, jeez. Let me guess. The thing is somewhere up on top of the damn pier. Oh, somebody's in the chat. How's it going? Let's look at the picture. It shows the side of the pier. It's not nailed to this wall over here, is it? Still nothing. I'll bet you it's somewhere on top of the pier. So, either that or it's over there somewhere. Alright, well, let's get back in the truck. See if we can get up there. I am paying attention. Any of you dorks seen a fucking piece of paper nailed to a wall? Or something? Over on there, maybe? I would kind of hope that the guys at Rockstar would be kind enough to disable the freaking gang attack over here while I'm looking for this shit, because I don't want to blunder into a gang attack. Yeah, I'm gonna get out the truck. Yeah, I did put it behind a dumpster. I don't know how in the hell this makes any damn sense. The thing was supposed to have been placed here back during like the 1800s, you know. The Red Dead Redemption area. And then apparently it gets moved. And that's the whole point of the note being here. Like I said, it being a taunt. Or like, I moved it away because it tore my family apart. You assholes will never find it. Blah, blah, blah. See, it's not even giving me that message about approaching the location, so maybe I'm wrong about it being up here. Maybe it was down there underneath. It's like a game of hot and cold. See, I suppose it being around the pier makes sense because the pier would probably still have been here. Maybe. Okay, well, let's see over here. See nothing on these walls. Fortunately, there's no time limit on this, so we don't have to worry about running out of time. Although we may end up... I may end up running out of patience. Oh yeah, this is that little canal you can go under. Well, it ain't over here. And it doesn't seem to be anywhere on top of the pier. It looks like it has to be underneath. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I should have known this wasn't going to make for a very interesting video. It was me wandering around looking for a fucking piece of paper. No. Fucking hell. Huh? Aha! Son of a bitch, here it is. Okay, treasure tore our family apart. It ain't here no more. I moved it. You fuckers will never find it. Hear that whip cracking sound? That's the sound of Rockstar having you by the fucking balls. You guys want some money? You want some treasure? You know, assholes, you guys could have fucking done treasure hunts like this all throughout the 5-6 years this game's been, you know, out, you know. Be nice to just have some cool little events like this every now and then. This is the first time I've ever heard of them doing anything like this.
Hello? Is anyone there?
Alright, well, let's get back to the Jesus. This thing is like, look at how tall this thing is. My head comes up to the freaking window.
Good to see you.
Good to see you. Get in the truck, dude. Get in the truck, dude. Come on. Alright. And now there's 3 more clues. So there's one over there. There's one over there. And then there's one out in, what is that, Grapeseed? Either way, this one over here is the closest. That's going to be fun to try and get to that. Alright, well, we got to drive, folks. Yeah. Leave it on that radio station, even though we can't hear the music. So yes, I'm trying to get myself up in some money in preparation for the release of all these new vehicles that Rockstar are going to be adding. The Hermes, the other Rat Rod, basically, car. Of course I want to buy the Deluxo. But when it's like $3 million... See, once again, I wasn't really requesting for it to fly or anything like that. I just wanted the car itself, you know. But they had to go and make it fly, and then you can add machine guns and missiles to it. I'm like, okay. Didn't need that, but okay, I guess. Okay, so it's gonna be somewhere over here. Well, there's no point staying on the road. Is this a river? Okay, it's more of a creek than a river. Well, search the area for treasure hunt clues. No need to search the area, it's in this cave. Oh crap, please do not let my truck fall down the hill. Okay, she's holding. It's in this here cave. We got a dude with his head basically blown off. And he's basically naked. I don't know exactly what I'm supposed to be gathering from this, but it's like all of a sudden we're jumping into LA Noire territory investigating things. Which I don't really mind, for the record. We got that one. Now we need to go out here to Sandy Shores. So apparently the way this works is the place where you first find that little note is random. But the 3 clues themselves are always the same. And I think the location where you find... Okay, that's just another small creek. Sploosh! Well, that was kind of cool. And that reminds me of another little kind of treasure hunt thing. Here, I believe at this little signboard in the single-player mode, you can find one of the pieces of the serial killer notes. In the single-player mode, there's a... It's essentially their parody version of the Black Dahlia murder, which again was in Hollywood, Los Angeles, back in the 50s or whatever. Well, they have their own parody version of it here in GTA 5. Well, you can find these notes, or pieces of notes, scattered around the city, and it's kind of like the hidden packages of previous games. Although I'm pretty sure they still have hidden packages as well. There's hidden packages, and the serial killer notes, and there's these UFO pieces that you can find in the single-player mode. It's just a shame that they didn't have these things in multiplayer mode. Oh, and there's also the hidden briefcases that you can find that have large sums of cash in them. It'd be nice if you could find those in multiplayer mode and just help. Oh great, another day has passed and I get to watch more of my money get pissed away going to stupid shit. $300 for the fucking mechanic, $625 for property utility charge. My frickin' secretary gets $300, and my useless people at the fucking bunker get $4,700, despite the fact they are doing jack shit because they don't have any supplies to do anything. And if and when you buy the new government facility locations, they take about $600, I think, too, because there's people who work there as well. I'm gonna go past my motorcycle club. How's it going? I say to the frickin' bartender chick who's there. It'd be nice if you could customize her and get her to not be so fucking ugly. Idiot. Yeah. I believe they've added new transform races to the game. Of course, there's the new heist, which looks ridiculous, especially considering the fact that I've only ever done one of the regular heists. I still need to go through those and use those to get me up in some money. Here's something that I kind of wanted to mention previously. Okay, I'm going to have to back away from it because I'm too close. And there's a gang attack thing going on. This boathouse place over here. How come that has never been a property that you could buy? Because I think it would make either a good motorcycle clubhouse or, I don't know, just as some sort of a place that you could buy and turn into a livable place. I'll have to make use of that on my role-playing board. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, my role-playing board, I run a message board. I actually run 3 on pro boards. All 3 of them are role-playing message boards. One of them is based in GTA. And yeah. So you can create a character, whatever you want. We have a bloody shovel. Yeah. Bloody shovel and a stereo, whatever the fuck. And yeah. So I run these role-playing message boards. Oh hey, speaking of the old rancher, this is basically what it was. Yeah. Just kind of a short cab, short bed pickup truck. Just a little older model four-prong. Oh look, old and new. Anyways, moving on. So yeah. Well, there's no point in leaving the beach. I can just jump over shit that's in the way. Like that. Oh! Remains of a freaking house or some shit? Oh, fuck. Yeah. I believe there's a link to my GTA role-playing message board on my YouTube channel page. So if you're interested in that, you can check that out there. But like I said, it's all text-based, so... But you can basically just create a character, whatever you want. There are a few rules to follow. And you basically just type up role plays as your character. You can basically do whatever you want. You can interact with the characters that belong to other people who are playing, but you have to, of course, coordinate with each other, because obviously you're not gonna kill off somebody else's character, that sort of thing. Unless they agree to it. Okay, now. Where is this other thing? See, this is the one that I don't remember. Is it out in the field, maybe? This isn't it, is it? I don't think so. But yeah. Trying to see if there's anything that looks noteworthy or anything that's out of place. It doesn't even say that I'm getting close, so I don't know. Does anybody else hear that kind of wind chimey sound? Well, fuck. No. I don't know. I don't... Let's get on top and see if there's anything we can spot from here. My truck's not sitting on top of it, is it? That would kind of suck if my truck was on top of it. I don't see anything there. Okay, well, let's park the truck over here on the road. And kind of a road. So at least it's not in the way of anything. Yes, I realize I'm leaving the area. Oh, here it is. The gun chest. All right. Aha, over here. And like I said, I think the place where you find the gun is random as well. But the location of the 3 clues getting to the chest, those 3 clues are always the same. Yeah. These things light up the light bar and everything. I like that. Alright, well, we finally got that done. We're gonna go and get this gun, and then we have to do headshots. And when we get 50 headshots, we'll get 250 grand, which I can use to max out the truck, because I haven't gotten any of the performance parts for it yet. Oh shit. Can you roll the truck over, please? Okay. This thing does not want to fucking... I'm not telling it to turn like that. I don't know why it keeps doing that. Just go up the ramp straight, you dumb motherfucker. Jeez, I just want to go up the hill. And it's just ahead here. Give me a second here. Am I maybe not up high enough, or am I up too high? Crap, and I think now I'm gonna have a harder time getting out of it. Ah, fuck. There we go. Climb on up there. it's probably up higher. Yeah, there we go. Up higher here. Yep, here it is. Alrighty. So these two hicks, whoever the fuck they are, did the work for me. Well, this guy's even got a gun. Oh, and so does he. Yeah, so basically these two, I guess, came here together to find the gun, and they couldn't trust each other, so they basically just killed each other. But that's cool for me, because now I get a nice golden double-action revolver. Treasure found. You now own the double-action revolver. Yay. Get 50 headshots with double-action revolver and unlock a GTA dollar reward and an exclusive variation of the revolver in Red Dead Redemption 2. So yes, I now have this. Yes. Right then. So. What do we do now? Is there a gang attack over here? Probably not. Ow. Yep, there went the other fucking front headlight. Yeah. If I'm not too badly mistaken, here in this garage over here is a location of one of the UFO parts in single-player mode. This also happens to be the location of the Potshot mission, which I don't think is technically available in the game anymore. But the funny thing about it is, if you go on the Social Club website, you can actually bookmark jobs and things like that. Potshot. I don't know why Rockstar took this out of the game, if they even did. It's not listed under the... You go in here under Jobs, Play Job, Rockstar Created, Missions, and if you go back to where the P's are, there's only Peer Pressure. Potshot does not appear on the list, but you can still access it if you have it bookmarked like I do. Oh, 3% approval rating. That might be why. I don't know why, though. The mission is actually very easy, and if you do it right, you can make a lot of money. For those of you who may not know, what does the mission entail? Well, you start off over here, and you need to head up this road to the farm that I was just at a minute ago. It's a pot farm. They grow pot there. And basically what you do is, or at least the way I've found of doing it that makes it really easy, you need a heavier vehicle, something like this truck would probably work, and you probably want to park it right about here on the road. And down the way there you can see a bridge. there will be 2 guards standing there at the bridge. You use a sniper rifle, you blow their heads off with the sniper rifle, and this will trigger a van, like a big box van, to come out of the place. You want to stay out of there because you don't want to draw too much attention, because they will come after you and they're a pain in the ass. Well, the van comes out, and the reason why you want to park your vehicle here is they will actually crash into the vehicle and it'll slow them down. Basically what you want to do is you want to try to snipe the driver of the van before he even gets to you. You can use an assault rifle, you can use a sniper rifle. I'd go with an assault rifle just because, you know, you riddle him real quick. You kill the guy, you take the van, and you take it over to Trevor's trailer out in Sandy Shores. That's all there is to the mission. That's it. And if you waste enough time, basically you could just sit there in Trevor's driveway. And you can waste, again, it's about, what is it, 15 minutes? If you waste 15 minutes doing the whole thing, you get something like 20 grand for the mission. Or maybe it's like 18,000 and some change. But yeah, you steal the van, and then you just drive down here. And, yeah, you just take the highway down. There's a little exit. You can take that to get over to Sandy Shores. If you do it right, it's real quick. And you don't even have to kill that many people. I don't know why they took it out of the game or why it has such a low approval rating. I like missions like that that are just real easy. Turn here. And right here is Trevor's trailer. So you just pull up in the driveway. His garage still opens for you. That's nifty. But yeah. Again, I don't know why people didn't like that mission so much, or why Rockstar would have tried to take it out of the game like that, but again, it's still in the game files and it can still be accessed if you do things right. What mission is this? Condemned 7? Okay. I'm kind of curious as to find the trigger aura thing. Dawn Raid 5. Again, I'm kind of curious to find the trigger aura thing for the cleaning the cat house mission. The one that I do all the time. There's another junk car. Once again, that should be another thing. They just had this treasure hunt thing. Well, here's a similar idea. These old, junked out, rusted out cars that are just laying around in different places. It could be like, kind of like a scavenger hunt, or not really a scavenger hunt, but it would be like, almost like a barn find kind of thing. Like, oh, this farmer has some old rusted out car, or what's left of the car, sitting in his farm property. If you find it and you bring a tow truck, you can tow the thing back to wherever, and they'll basically just, like, the mechanics at the garage will restore the car up to working order, and then you'll have a new car, and maybe they'll be completely new cars. Like I said, the Rancher is one that's in junk form. This car over here, I'm not even sure what it is. Huh. It looks like an old retro kind of car. The front end is almost kind of funny because the front end almost reminds me of the Hermes. This might actually be a junk version of the Hermes. Possibly. I don't know. Just again, little activities for people to do just out in free mode. I'm actually really surprised that I was able to do that treasure hunt for the revolver in a private session. I'm in a private session right now. I kind of figured they'd force you, just like all the other good stuff in the game, they'd force you to be in a public server or a public session to be able to do that. But no, apparently they were cool enough to allow you to do that in private, so you're not bothered by assholes trolling you. Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and take the truck back to its garage, because like I said, I have it stored with the rest of that jackass's other cars. Anyways, I just kind of wanted to show you guys that treasure hunt, just in case you are looking at it yourself and kind of scratching your head as to where those clues and everything are. Now again, the where you find the note at the beginning and where you find the chest with the gun in it at the end, I believe those two locations are random. And there's a few different locations on the map where they might be. So your locations may vary, but the 3 clues that get you to the chest, those are always in the same spots. So yeah. That old tree over by the farm was the one that I got last. That one place down on the beach, Sandy Shores, that was the bloody shovel. And then there was the dude's body in the cave up in the hills. That was the first one that I found. Hey Rockstar, any chance you guys are ever going to open up the casino? I know there's been all this controversy here lately. Some states are banning loot boxes in games because it's considered gambling. And I mean, what is a casino other than gambling? But see, that's one of the reasons why I just hate the fact that they have the stupid shark cards in the game. Is that, I mean, not to mention the fact that it just ruins the in-game economy, and that people can just get stuff without actually having to work for it. But it also kind of negated the possibility of them ever being able to open up the casino. Oh, I just missed my garage. Or his garage, rather. See, there's another garage right over here that I would have much rather had him take. But the problem is, I think it's only like a 6 or an 8 car garage or something. Six-car garage, yeah. Who wants anything lower than a 10-car garage? I mean, unless you're just starting off. My first garage, the first property I ever owned, was a 2-car garage. Right over here on Popular Street. In fact, I'm not even all that far away from it. It's right over close to the Los Santos Customs over here. Just give you a little bit of a background story. Yeah, it was right over here. This little garage right over here was the first property I ever owned in this game, way back on the PS3 version of the game, when I first started about 5 or 6 fucking years ago, when they first brought the online mode out. It's $25,000 for the garage, and I was able to scrape that up, even though I was still low level at the time. And I had my first Vigero there, and probably some other car. And then I was finally able to upgrade and get a bigger garage and a apartment. I probably moved into the Del Perro Heights apartment, and yes. All of his cars are here. The Rumpo. I think I'm going to be selling that Rumpo because it's basically pointless. Got my truck, Frankenstein, Sultan RS, the Tampa, have a Sentinel. Oh, speaking of the Sentinel, that's another car that they're adding to the game, one of the drip feed ones. It's going to be a classic version of the Sentinel. It's basically an old model BMW coupe. The Ruiner, that one's probably going by the wayside as well, because as soon as I can get a Ruiner 2000, this one's going to be pointless. Same thing goes for the Voltic, as I'll be able to get a Rocket Voltic. Have the Rhapsody, and a Buccaneer. Yeah. So anyways, hope you guys have enjoyed this episode of GTA Online. I have been your host, your gaming ninja, Jago107. I'm going to continue playing as I need to grind up some money, so I'm probably going to go do Sightseer. And call up the mechanic and have him bring me my Dukes.
What you need, boss? Some wheels? I can bring them around. It's coming at you.
But anyways, thank you for watching. Thank you for joining me on this little treasure hunt. Again, I do hope it helps you find your own double action revolver, the nice golden one. I'm going to also probably be doing some missions, picking bitches off with headshots with that thing so I can get the 250 grand. I'd show you that, but it's just boring, tedious. Oh, I just go around, bang, headshot, bang, headshot. It'd probably be easy to just do a Gerald mission where the cops are disabled and then just go around and shoot pedestrians in the back of the head and actually sneak up on them and shoot them in the back of the head so they don't try to run away. I'm probably going to be doing like cleaning the cat house, shooting the lost guys in the face, and they'll be moving around, so it'll be a pain in the ass, but either way. I can't wait to get this thing. 4.7 million. If you don't do... There's some sort of thing, I don't know what the hell it is. It's kind of like the special vehicles, like the Rocket Voltic and stuff like that, where there's like some sort of a mission that you can do where you can get the lower price, the 3.5 million. But I'm going to have to go through a hell of a lot. That's kind of the other thing that I didn't like about with the Deluxo, is you can see here on the front end it has the Imponte logo on it. That don't really work because it's not a Pontiac and it's not a muscle car. You should have had it be by Coil. That would have made more sense to me. You know, they're supposed to be the ones who make the futuristic kind of cars or the electric cars. I would have been fine with it being Coil, but whatever. The car is in the game, and that's really all I care about. Now I just have to fucking save up the money to get one. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. Join us next time for more GTA Online. I'll be seeing you later. Thank you guys, and good night.